remember I didn't have any issues because I was playing Pokemon Go. Once upon a time I saw a person.
Boys, this is my tech here. Welcome back to another video again. Right now I'm just recording a video. Yeah, so I haven't made a video guys for you guys a while back. Even a tech video because lately I've been doing a lot of story time. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I apologize for it. Deal with it. I also had a comment below that says like, oh bruh, you doing like you using the DTuber thing. I'm like, yeah, for that comment, deal with it. It's not my problem. I mean, we got 23 subscribers on this channel, which is pretty cool. I really think it's the support needed, you know, to strive for success. Otherwise, I am probably going to be a meme somehow. So, I don't know, but deal with it. But otherwise, today we're going to look at why Android is a good option for other consumers and stuff. So, I'm going to get this disclaimer out of the way. I do not hate iOS, I do not hate Android, I don't even hate Windows or even Linux or any other device. I do support all devices. I actually fix all devices. I know how to fix iPhones, I know how to fix Android, I know how to fix anything they think of. I could probably even fix your mom's toaster that uses Linux, who knows. I can even fix your fridge, you know. Well, not really, I'm not a plumber, but you get the point. I mainly fix every operating system that runs in that. I could probably use your Honda Civic or whatever operating systems, whatever that is. But yeah, I know they use every operating system on demand because they're nice and you have to fix everything. So I don't, you know, you get the point. I don't get the stigma of like this basically the problems where like people just like, I don't know, like basically just argue about dumb stuff about what, hey, this is better than this, but don't give like a definite answer. Let me be real with you. There's no perfect device, honestly. Even with me as an Android fan, there's no perfect device for me on the Android side, but there's no perfect device even for the iOS side. So, or even Windows, or even Linux, or even Macintosh, whatever scenario. So yeah, please don't, if you'll be hating in the comments below about, we're doing like debate about like, basically argue about in the comments about like just random stuff, about like, hey, this is better, and being like be elitist about it, you can get on my channel if you're gonna be elitist about it, because I mean, let's be adults and not be troglodytes and not be arguing every random 2 seconds. Okay, so let's get to the video. I'm gonna run the intro, whatever that is, so let's get to the intro. So roll, there's the intro. Back again, so let's get to the video. So obviously I'm using the Android right now. You can tell this camera's on your Android, but I actually do have to show you something too, what else I have, so let me put that there. I also have an iOS device too, if you notice. I do support Apple too, and I do support Windows. I have a Windows, I have an Apple. But the reason why I don't want everything Apple or everything particularly one brand is because I want to stay in the ecosystem of a closed source garden. So I prefer different devices that I own. So this is one of the devices I got this for like a gift for doing good in school or whatever. Basically I got a gift for Christmas. I don't know, it was a Christmas gift. I still use this. I use this for music, light work, basically light work stuff and stuff. Pretty cool stuff, you know. Let me put this in. Which is pretty cool. And this is my iOS device. I may actually do a screen record on it. Obviously, this is outdated, obviously, because this is iPod Touch. A little bit outdated, but still kind of recent. You still got the recent iOS 12, but even then, you have iOS 14 on the newer devices and 15 if you have the newest devices, but I don't. But even though it's a little bit older, I still like it. The simplicity is really easy. I use it for music or media, or when I go to places where you don't allow phones, I use this one, or I use Wi-Fi. And I use this also for FaceTime too, because almost everyone uses Apple devices, so I use this for like whoever has Apple devices to use FaceTime. But it's not to say you can't FaceTime, there's ways around it. But I'll get to the video. So let's get to why I like Android than iOS. When it's actually customizability. This is one thing I like about Android, it's the customizability. Now compared to iOS and other devices, usually would take like, I'll show you on the screen up right now. Usually with iOS devices or any other device, it'll be actually very like but I mean, now you gotten better with iOS 14. With iOS 14 you can customize more with it, and most people say it's better on iOS 14. But even then, Android didn't have the process of being able to put widgets, everything by default without even needing a jailbreak or wait for the next update. With Android, you can actually install widgets and stuff, or you can install a thing called the launcher. This is actually one of the launchers installed, but there's many different others you can go to. You can go to I believe the Play Store, and you can get different launchers. I'll show you an example. This is the custom launcher I put, and also you have a built-in default by Samsung, which I also like, is which is the One UI, which basically is like a launcher that I recommend for the beginners of the Android, and it's pretty simple to use. And, it looks nice, but you can customize whatever you want. This is my custom build. This is my customized. I have my stocks right there, my Bitcoin thing. Have this thing. Have this in there. Have the weather and the apps on the side really nicely. And the best way is you can search it. Have the battery of everything. A little basic, looks basic, but looks complex to the average user. But for me, it's easy for me because I like it like this. Makes it fancy and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty reliable. I like it and stuff. Now I'm gonna but it's not perfect, but it does the job. I mean, it's called AI settings, which I recommend. My songs about them, but that's what the one I use. Now, nothing to what people don't talk about on Android is the development of it. Now, hear me out. It may sound controversial because yes, development on iOS is easier in the sense where like you can I'm talking about reaching more of an audience. Like if you make games for iOS, you can actually reach more audiences in the development perspective and gain more money from the apps and stuff. Because people get since it's closed source on iOS, you can get more access to more audiences. But with Android, even despite all of those things from iOS, it's actually kind of easier some scenarios. Like certain scenarios, like with iOS. For instance, with Android, this is website use where you can convert websites into apps to develop games and stuff. That's how I develop my games. I'm not gonna show you because it's company privacy. But there's ways you can actually convert websites into like actual APKs. Those things are apps, actually apps on Android. And another thing too I like about Android, speaking of APKs, is that on Android you have this thing called APK. I'll show you an example of it. Now, with APKs you can actually install many different apps, but which lead to the next point. Actually, basically APKs are basically packages. Think of it like packages on Windows. Think of it similar to exe, and you can install stuff. And what's great about Android, let's say you want to share an app that you recommend, or let's say it's not there on App Store in your region of your country, you can still install that app, and you can share these things called APKs. Now, it may seem complex for an average user, but if you're a geek like me, this would be a godsend to me. So it's really good. I like it. But that's what most people talk about is on Android's APKs, and you'd be surprised with the many use cases where you can with APKs. If you're a developer, or like you just like you just like want to share an app with friends. It's not perfect in my opinion. If Apple implement this, they probably will implement it better in my opinion. But even then, once again, it's Apple, so it's closed source. So it's it's closed source. But I don't know. It depends. But this is an example right here. So this is called APK Extractor. You could actually extract APKs and stuff. Let's say I want to share this App Store on App Store right here, or whatever. I can share it, and yeah, I shared it. So now I can share it, and I can install it on here. So I'll show you what it looks like, the package, right here. I don't know, it's an APK extractor right here. And yeah, this is that you can share. Look, you can literally share the APK. You gotta share, and you can literally share the APK. You can share it to the drive. Well, first you have to upload the drive. You can't share basically, but you can share the Wi-Fi and stuff. So it's kind of like basically your AirDrop. But on Android, you don't really have AirDrop, but you have like this thing called Wi-Fi share on any other Android device, so which is convenient. Which does a job for me as a developer and stuff. But even then, I mostly do USB connecting to it, so it's not a big deal. But the only problem is that when you share with iOS, it's kind of hard because you have to share through basically messaging, and it's a pain. It's a pain when it comes to iOS because it's locked down. Same thing on Android, surprisingly, a little bit. So when you have to actually connect your Android phone to I remember I was trying to connect my Android phone to a Mac or something like that. And the thing is with the Mac is it was a pain to do because I had to I had to download a third-party application to get Android running on get Android to access my files on Android. So, well, let's get to the next point. And lastly, another thing too I like about Android is I like the ability to install most of the app stores. What do I mean by that? I'll show you an example of this right now. Now you can go to any browser. Now you can't do this on iOS yet. I don't think so. You can't do this on iOS, but on Android, because on iOS by default you can only you can only install apps inside the App Store. What do I mean by that? Like meaning like on iOS, you can only install the apps. There are certain apps, the certified apps, on the App Store. Which kind of sucks for if you want to, like, let's say the app is not there in the App Store, you can at least get it. Now I'll show you an example of it. Fortnite make it where like it's I don't want to say Fortnite, but yeah, Fortnite is a perfect example of this. So instead, Fortnite wanted to still make that money somehow by not putting it on the Play Store, because if you're on the Play Store, you have to rely on their rules and stuff. That's why on Android you can still get Fortnite, for instance. I'm not saying it's better, but I don't know why, like, you know, it happened like that, but it is what it is. But going back to what I was saying, like, you don't have to only get Fortnite. There's other apps you can get, like for instance, you can also get the basic App Store. I'll show you an example. You can get the Amazon App Store that you can't get on basically on iOS. You can get on Android. So let me go to Amazon App Store. Basically, let me show you right now. I'm showing you right now, real quick. You can get the Amazon App Store, for instance, just for the example for it. You can even get Shopify if you wanted to, which is pretty cool. So we'll get the Amazon App Store for sake of it. Now I'm gonna get the Amazon App Store. Download. So you want to download the APK. Don't mind the noise background because it's kind of early. So it's like 3. It's like 3. So you could go to here, download, install app. You install the app right here. Download from unknown sources. I believe in settings just to uncheck it. Down you want to install unknown sources, so you can be able to install this app. And yeah, I have the Amazon App Store right here. I'm making a YouTube video. So, sorry, I'm making a YouTube video. Yeah, so I was saying that, like, basically install the unknown sources from the App Store, the Amazon App Store. And this is what I really like about Android. I may also make a story time after, like, my next video, probably about why back in the day I used to talk to myself a lot. About that. This is the Amazon App Store right here, and you can just install any app really. But yeah, basically on Android you can just install like any this is an example, I'm just saying, but I have a camera video on here. But yeah, you can basically install any of the any marketplace store, which is pretty cool. So that's the example. I'm gonna delete it for the sake of it for this video, and I'm gonna get to my next part and show you the hardware, what I like about the hardware of phones and stuff. Yeah, let's get to the next part of it. So pause that real quick. So yeah.
Once upon a time I saw a person take off her clothes and you're playing some freaking.
Also like about Android in this scenario is you can actually customize more, going back to custom visibility. And one last thing too, you have the Google Assistant integration and stuff, but I'll show you that in a second. But this is what I like about it. I'll just turn on, I need a light. You have it's just adjusted light, but it's pretty cool, but I like it. Basically it's like a clock, and you actually see the time on here, which is pretty cool. Not a lot of phones on iPhones have this feature where you could just see the battery and the time. I leave it like this. You could actually change the color to blue, whatever, which is pretty cool. This is the hardware itself. The hardware on Android is really durable usually most of the time, but there's some Androids, don't get me wrong, that it's cheap and breaks easily. That's what any manufacturer you get. There's always the cheap ones, there's the expensive ones, but this is a good one. This is the S8. It's a little bit older, in my opinion, a little bit older. It's S8 Active, a little bit older. I got it from one of my family members on this phone. It's pretty cool, and that's the flash rate. Yeah. But one thing I like about this Android, they make it work where like you can actually set a fingerprint reader on here, so I could like just still make videos and stuff right here without having to know the password. Yep, I can still unlock my phone with a fingerprint reader. The fingerprint reader is in the back of the thing. That's the camera, and it's the flashlight. So pretty cool. So I'm gonna show you one last thing is the integration of Google Assistant. I don't have lights to show you that, but I could show you like examples of it. So I'll be like, hey Google, what time is it?
It's It's 3:36 p.m.
Yeah, so what's cool about Google is they actually recognize your voice just by saying those catchphrases. I can't say it because then the Google would be, it's really sensitive and it really works really well. So I'll show you another example. Hey Google, play Tired and Busy. Play Tired and Busy in Japan.
Playing Tired and Busy in Japan on Spotify.
This is what I like about my songs. This is my songs I created, so keep that in mind. Yep. And then you can play your music. You can play your music, which is pretty cool. So then you can play your music, which is pretty cool. So, for example, that's my music. So don't worry, it's copyrighted already. That's my music. So even if it goes to me, so it's fine. But use it. It's copyrighted, so you don't mess with it. But yeah, it's mine. So I don't have to worry about copyright claims. Hopefully not. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's a good do for the video of why I like Android. There's other things I'll probably get to mine later. May make a part 2 of this. Sorry guys, I haven't seen you guys in a while since 1963 because it was my graduation. We also may go out somewhere one day. May show a video of that. I don't know. I'll let you give you some updates. It feels weird talking to yourself while you're recording a video because at one point in time I actually used to talk to myself. I also may make storytelling about it, but even then I gotta get back to my grind of like making tech videos because I have not made tech videos. So I may do a tutorial how to install Kodi on the what's it called, the Raspberry Pi. I have not done Raspberry Pi videos in a freaking while. I think that's when my views are going down a little bit. So hopefully this gets a lot of views. I don't know, I doubt that, but it's alright. This is advantage why I like Android. I think there's more things. There's more things coming below. Rationally, don't like argue in the comments, and please do not say that. Do not be elitist about any type of device you're on. I mean, I'm not elitist, but I just enjoy it. I fix all devices. I know they fix Android, iOS, Linux, you know what, everything. So please don't be elitist in the comments. I think that's gonna do it for the video. I see you later though. I think that's it. Pretty sure there's more videos to show about Android. If you want, there's other videos too. But I hope you like this little demo for funsies. And yeah, here's my tech. I gotta go. I have a server for a purpose. So you know what it is. I think it needs support. And we're about to approach 20 subscribers and 25. Soon, like we get 25. If we get 25 more, we reach 50. So let's hopefully we can reach 50 subscribers at least, or something like that, or at least 50. I'm not pushing it. If you don't, then I don't know. If you don't, you're missing content, man. You're missing these contents, man. You know? You don't subscribe, I think you girl. But that's it. I gotta go. Goodbye.